Welcome to It's English podcast, where English feels easy, calm, and natural.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to It's English podcast. I am Brian.
And I am Mary. Welcome, everyone. We are so happy you are here today.
Okay, Mary, before we start, I have to ask you something.
Of course. What is it, Brian?
Did you ever try to say something in English and then just nothing? Your mind just stopped.
Oh, yes. Many, many times. I remember one time at a coffee shop in London.
Wait, tell us, what happened?
I wanted to order a simple coffee, but I started thinking, is it a coffee or some coffee? Then I thought about the grammar. Then I got nervous, and then I said nothing.
No, you said nothing?
Yes, the person behind the counter looked at me and I just pointed at the menu, like this.
That is so real. I have done that too. You think too much and your brain just shuts down.
Exactly, and that is what we are talking about today, overthinking in conversation.
This is such an important topic because I think almost every English learner has this problem.
And we are here to help. Today we will talk about why it happens, how to stop it, and how to feel more free when you speak.
Let's do this! Let's go!
So, Brian, let us start with a question. What does it mean to overthink a conversation?
Great question. Overthinking means you think too much before you speak. You check every word. You worry about grammar. You think about how you sound.
And by the time you finish all that thinking, the moment is already gone.
Exactly. The other person already moved on, or there's a long, awkward silence.
And here's the thing. Thinking is good, but too much thinking creates fear, and fear stops you from speaking.
I'll be honest, when I was learning Spanish, yes, I am a language learner too, I was so afraid to make mistakes. Every time I wanted to speak, I said to myself, wait, what is the right word? And I waited, and I never spoke.
That is such a common story, and it's not because you're not smart. It's because you care too much about being perfect.
And perfect is the enemy of progress. Remember that, everyone.
Okay, let us talk about our first tip, and this one is very powerful. Speak first, fix later.
Oh yes, this one changed everything for me.
Many learners wait until they are sure the sentence is correct, but waiting too long means you never speak.
Think about babies. When a baby learns to walk, does the baby wait until they are perfect at walking?
No, they fall, many times.
They fall, and they get up, and they try again. That's how all humans learn.
Language is the same. You speak, you make a mistake, you learn. Then you speak again, but better.
I remember the first time I spoke Spanish with a real native speaker. I said the wrong verb, totally wrong, but she understood me, and she just continued the conversation.
And that's the key point. Most of the time, people understand you even when you make mistakes.
Communication is not about perfect grammar. It's about connection. It's about being understood.
So, next time you want to speak, just start. Don't wait for the perfect sentence. Just begin with something simple.
Start with, I think, or in my opinion, or so the thing is. These phrases give you time to think while you're already speaking.
You're already in the conversation. And that feels so much better than silence.
Okay, tip number 2. This is a big one. Stop translating in your head.
Oh, yes. This is something I see with almost every student.
So what happens is, a learner hears a question in English. Then they translate it into their language. Then they think of the answer in their language. Then they translate back to English. Then they check the grammar. Then they speak.
And by step 4 or 5, the conversation has moved on.
By step 4, the other person is already talking about something completely different.
Yes, exactly. So the goal is to start thinking in English even a little.
How do you do that, Mary? Because I know it sounds easy, but it's hard at first.
Talkfully, practical, start small. When you wake up in the morning, describe your room in English. When you eat lunch, name the food in English. Not full sentences, just words and simple ideas.
Like you see your coffee and you say in your head, hot coffee, smells good, morning, I'm tired. Simple.
Yes, you're starting to think in English, and the more you do it, the more natural it feels, and the less you translate during conversations.
This is a muscle. Your English brain is a muscle, and you build it by using it every day.
Tip number 3, and I love this one. Use simple words on purpose.
Wait, simple words? So like, talk like a child?
Not exactly. Here is what I mean. Many learners wait because they want to find the perfect, beautiful, advanced word. But that search takes time and it creates anxiety.
So instead of searching for the advanced word, just use a simple one that works.
For example, instead of consequently, just say so. Instead of approximately, say about. Instead of I encountered a problem, say I had a problem.
And guess what? Native speakers actually talk like that. Simple, clear, direct.
Real English conversation is not like a textbook. People say, I don't know, not, I am uncertain at this moment.
My teacher told me something great once. He said, the most powerful sentence in English is a short one. And that stuck with me.
Simple English is still English. Do not wait for complicated English to appear in your head. Use what you have.
And honestly, when someone speaks clearly and simply, it is actually easier to understand. Everyone appreciates that. Okay, tip 4. And this one is different because this tip is about doing nothing.
Oh, tell us more.
The tip is embrace the pause. Love the pause. Be comfortable with silence for 2 or 3 seconds.
This is actually very important, and most learners do not know it.
When many learners get nervous during a pause, they fill it with sounds like ah, and that makes them more nervous.
But a pause is not a mistake. A pause is natural. Even native speakers pause. It shows you are thinking. It shows you are serious.
I actually learned this from a speech coach. She told me a pause makes you look confident, not confused.
And here's a simple trick. When you need a moment to think, nod slowly. Say, that is a good question, or let me think for a second. These phrases are natural, and they give you 3 or 4 seconds.
In a job interview, in a class, in a normal chat, pausing shows confidence. It does not show weakness.
So next time you feel that panic when there is silence, just breathe. Take your time. You are not broken, you are just thinking.
And that's actually a very human thing to do.
And our 5th and final tip today, change your relationship with mistakes.
This one is deep. This one is emotional.
I want to share something personal. When I first started teaching English, I made grammar mistakes in front of my students. And at first, I was so embarrassed.
Really? What did you do?
I laughed. I said, "Oh, I made a mistake. Let me correct that." And my students, they loved it.
Because it made you human. It made you relatable.
Exactly. And it taught them that mistakes are normal, not shameful.
So many English learners feel shame when they make a mistake. They think, oh, everyone is judging me. But most people are not judging. Most people are just happy to be having a conversation.
Think of it this way. A mistake is not a stop sign. It's a speed bump. You slow down for a second, and then you keep going.
I love that. A speed bump, not a stop sign. Someone write that down.
Calm confidence. Every mistake is a lesson. Every awkward moment is experience. Every conversation, even a bad one, makes you better.
So stop being afraid of your mistakes. Start being proud that you're trying. Because most people, they never even try.
And trying is already brave. Okay, everyone, now let us do something special. We are going to look at some important words from today's topic.
Yes, vocabulary time. These are words that will really help you when you talk about speaking, thinking, and confidence.
I will introduce the words, Brian will give the examples, and we will explain them together. Ready?
Ready. Let us go.
Our first word is overthink. Overthink means to think too much about something until you feel stuck and cannot move forward.
For example, don't overthink it, just say hello and smile.
When we overthink, we are trying too hard to be perfect, but the brain gets tired and confused. Sometimes the best thing is to just act. Our next word is confidence. Confidence means you believe in yourself. You feel sure about what you are doing.
For example, she spoke with confidence in the meeting.
Confidence is not about being perfect. It's about being willing to try. Even a small step forward shows confidence. Word number 3 is hesitate. To hesitate means to stop or wait before you do something, usually because you're nervous or not sure.
For example, he hesitated before answering the question.
In conversation, a short pause is fine, but when you hesitate for too long, the moment passes. The more you practice, the less you hesitate. Next is fluency. Fluency means the ability to speak smoothly and naturally without stopping too much.
For example, her fluency improved a lot after 6 months of daily practice.
Fluency is not about grammar only. It's about flow. It's about speaking so the other person can follow you easily and comfortably. Our fifth word is anxiety. Anxiety is a feeling of worry or nervousness, especially when you are not sure what will happen.
For example, he felt a lot of anxiety before his first English presentation.
Speaking anxiety is very normal for language learners. Almost everyone feels it. The good news? It gets smaller every time you practice. Word 6 is filler words. Filler words are small sounds or words we use when we need a second to think, like well, or you know.
For example, he used too many filler words because he was nervous.
Everyone uses filler words sometimes, even native speakers, but if you use too many, it can be hard to follow. Try replacing with a short, calm pause. Number 7 is mindset. Your mindset is the way you think about something. It is your attitude and your beliefs about yourself.
For example, you need a positive mindset to improve your English.
Your mindset is very powerful. If you believe you can get better, you will. If you believe you cannot, that belief will stop you before you even start. Word 8 is perfectionism. Perfectionism means you want everything to be perfect, and when it is not perfect, you feel bad or you stop.
For example, her perfectionism stopped her from ever finishing her essay.
A little care for quality is good, but too much perfectionism is dangerous for language learning. It makes you afraid to speak at all. Progress is better than perfect. Our 9th word is self-correction. Self-correction means you notice your own mistake and you fix it yourself.
She made a small mistake, then smiled and did a quick self-correction.
Self-correction is actually a sign of good language awareness. It means you are listening to yourself, and that is exactly how learners improve. And our last word today is spontaneous. Spontaneous means something happens naturally and freely without planning.
For example, the best conversations are often spontaneous.
When you stop overthinking and start trusting yourself, your speech becomes more spontaneous. And that's when English starts to feel fun and free.
Wow, 10 amazing words. And the great thing is, we used almost all of these words during our conversation today.
That is the best way to learn vocabulary. You hear it, you see it used in real sentences, and slowly it becomes yours.
So here's your challenge. Pick 2 or 3 of these words this week. Use them in your diary, in a message to a friend, or in a conversation. Just use them.
And do not worry if it feels strange at first. That strange feeling, that means you are learning. Okay, everyone, we're coming to the end of today's episode.
And what an episode! We talked about so many important things today.
We talked about why we overthink conversation, and we shared 5 tips to help you stop.
Speak first, fix later, stop translating in your head, use simple words, embrace the pause, and change your relationship with mistakes.
And we learned 10 powerful vocabulary words to help you talk about confidence, fluency, and speaking.
Look, English is not about being perfect. It's about being brave. It's about opening your mouth and letting the words come out, even if they're not perfect.
And every time you try, even when it feels hard, you are getting better, even if you cannot feel it yet.
I want you to remember something. The best English speakers in the world, they all started exactly where you are. Nervous, unsure, overthinking.
And they kept going. And so will you.
And now, our listener question. This week's question is,
What is one sentence that was difficult for you to say in English? And how did you finally say it?
we want to hear your story. Send us a voice message, a comment, or a message on our social media.
Your story might be on the next episode, and it might help another learner who is going through the same thing.
Remember, you are not alone in this. We are all learning together. That's what this community is about.
Thank you for spending this time with us today. We truly appreciate every single one of you.
I'm Brian,
And I'm Mary.
and this is It's English Podcast. Keep speaking, keep growing. We'll see you next time.